That was quite the journey. Mahesh Babu entered the scene and people started whistling. I was like, nah, this is what I'm talking about. Welcome back to The Adaptor. I'm Ava, and today I'm going to be talking about Maharshi, the movie. I'm trying a different backdrop with a little bit more color because the only color in my room is my wardrobe. So we're giving this a try. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If I do give away any spoilers, I will be giving a warning before I do, so fear not. So let's talk about the overall story. It was the total package, right? It had action, it had comedy, it had romance, it had friendship, moments where your ego takes place, and then moments where you're like, it's not for me, it's for the greater good. Definitely relatable as well, because let's be real, it's a story about somebody who wants to achieve something in their life, and who doesn't have some kind of dream, some kind of hope in their eyes that they want to accomplish one day. Then it's also relatable in the human sense, where you kind of feel for the characters, and you're like, you know what? If I was in their place, if that was my best friend, if that was my dad, I would feel the exact same way. I just absolutely love the way they picturized the film, from the scenes that they decided to keep in the movie, plus the angles that they did. It was very intentional. Everything came in a full circle at the end. So let's talk about the action sequences. There was one small little action moment and two big ones, and all three of them were fabulous. You can't help but just your jaw just drops at it. I felt like there was like emotion in there. There were some action types that required more comedy in it, and it had that twist. There were some moments where it needed for you to empathize with Rishi, and that was totally there. So they did a fantastic job. I was definitely not disappointed. Now let's talk about the characters. Mahesh Babu was fabulous. He maintained his character of Rishi so well throughout the film. That self-confidence you see in him throughout the movie, from his college days to when he actually becomes successful, and I don't want to reveal anymore, but throughout everything, he definitely portrays self-confidence. I loved that the costume team maintained his look. He's a very wealthy and successful man, so his outfits should reflect that, whether he's still in his high position or not. That was maintained. Like, his outfits compared to everybody else was distinctively different. They created that continuity, so that was perfect for the character and perfect for the film. So his best friend, oh my god, definitely a great choice. He's so lovable. He was so funny. Exactly what you would need for the opposite of Rishi, he was. And he had a very important role within the movie. However, the only thing that I didn't like about this was the fact that Pooja's character was a little unnecessary. To be honest, even if she wasn't in the film, it wouldn't have made a big difference. So I feel like if you don't really have value to add to the movie, what's the point of adding that character in? This is what I noticed within the theater though. Anytime there was a song with Rishi in it, everybody would stay. And then as soon as there was like a song with maybe Pooja in it, people would leave. Like, I guess they would go to the bathroom, or they would quickly go get some popcorn or some drinks or something, but like, you just see people running out. So I don't know if it's like the songs are just misplaced in the movie, like it's not necessary. So if they didn't have these two particular songs that people were running out of, maybe it would have helped with the flow of the movie. I really enjoyed it. I love the vibrant colors. I love the dances. It was fantastic. Random synchronized dancing is always the best. All right. Spoiler warning. If you stay after this warning and you find out things you don't want to know, it's on you. The reason I have such a big problem with Pooja's character within this movie is because she's like, you know, I want to have a family with you, and I want to have kids, and we're gonna live in the US. Okay, let's be real. Rishi is a very ambitious guy. He has hopes and dreams to live like this very ambitious and successful life. That means you're probably living in the city. If he's going for technology, it's Silicon Valley over in California. If it's like real estate and stuff like that, you're gonna be out here in New York City. Okay, Manhattan. Here's the thing. You cannot have that house and the kids. Like, that's a suburb life, okay? That's the New Jersey life. Most of the time, really ambitious people are not gonna be into that. So he kind of let her know, like, hey, our values don't align, so we're breaking it off here. And she was like super disappointed. You should have known that this was bound to happen because his hopes and dreams are very clear from the beginning. Then we skip to like later on in the movie, and she comes back into his life. There comes a time where everybody's like questioning Rishi again, like, why'd you ever come back to India? You should have stayed where you were. Like, you're just creating more problems. And she added to that fire. I'm like, girl, if you're gonna be his romantic interest, how do you not understand him? She should have stood with him during that difficult time, but instead she threw like other taunts at him and like, oh yeah, you should have never come here. Like, what? And then at the end they get back together, and I'm like, why? unnecessary. I honestly think they should have just kept this like a movie about friendship between him and his best friend, because that's what the movie was about. Throughout the movie, they stayed true to Rishi's motto: success is a journey. It's not a destination. The moment you hit that destination, you've stopped growing and you're not successful anymore. The story definitely maintained that, because if you think about it in a person's lifetime, every single person has a role to play. Like, you guys have a role to play in my life. My first grade teacher has a role to play in my life. You learn something from everyone. And so this movie did a fantastic job at including and showing you what that purpose of this person was. Whether it was negative or positive, there was a purpose. Down right to like the best friend. Rishi wouldn't have been able to accomplish his success without his best friend. And that comes full circle because then he goes and helps his best friend. It was beautiful. I can go on and on about this movie. I genuinely love the movie. It was definitely worth it. I had a blast. So that's basically my take on Maharshi the movie. If you guys haven't done so already, definitely subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I can also be found on Instagram and Facebook, so check me out there. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.